Tom, it's funny when you meet someone who's like Inspector Gadget, you know, they have all the utensils on them, they have a bit of everything, and they walk around, say, with their handbag, and they just have everything in there that you could possibly need.
That's the thing with a lot of women I've found, is they have absolutely everything in their handbags. It's like Hermione's bag in Harry Potter, how it just has no end. It just keeps going.
Definitely. And I feel like there's so many cool things you could have, but one in particular that seems to be an odd one, but useful for people. A friend of mine, she came into the pub the other day and has her handbag there, opens it up, and I think, what the hell is that? I look into it. It's a bit of toilet paper. not just a straggler. It wasn't just a straggler piece.
Like not one square.
Yeah.
Like a full roll.
Yeah, like full roll stuffed into the handbag there. And I thought, geez, that is interesting. You know, I've never seen that before.
And where were you? The pub?
Yeah. So I guess in case it's an emergency with the apple ciders or something like that, you know,
don't want
whip it out.
Don't want the rough stuff.
Yeah.
Son, we used regular toilet paper, not that fancy quilted kind.
But it's funny, isn't it? And then talking to her, she said, I've got a bunch of mates that do it as well.
Right.
I guess you go out to a nightclub, maybe no toilet paper there, or it's a bit gross or something like that. You want to have that on you.
Yeah, I mean, I actually had a similar kind of experience where I was had the house to myself for a couple of weeks, like last year. And it was like into the second week, somebody's come over. We've had a few drinks and pizzas at mine. And somebody's come over and they brought over 2 rolls of toilet paper.
Right. Were they being discreet or they just
No,
openly
they were
brought
like,
it in?
oh, I know you've been home for a week. I wasn't sure if you'd have any toilet paper. Well, how much do you think I use? And why wouldn't I just go buy some if I run out?
I brought the new FIFA over and some toilet paper.
Right. So this is more... I thought that was a one-off experience. This seems to be a bit more common, people bringing toilet paper out with them.
Can we go back to that one where they came to your house? What are they actually insinuating when they bring their own toilet paper?
You're a pig, mate.
Yeah, that yours is either not going to be of quality they can use, or you probably don't ever use it, so you don't have any. I feel like either way you've been judged for something not nice.
Ooh, you don't have 3-ply?
Yeah. I don't deal with people who live in the Roman times. I only use the nice stuff.
Look, we want to open up the text line here, 0428 927 927. Have you brought your own toilet paper somewhere, Adelaide?
And how much are you bringing, you know? Do you just stuff a bunch of pliers in there, or is it a whole roll?
Yeah, or like half a roll. Do you have an emergency roll to take out with you? And why would you be taking it out? Is it you just don't trust what, you know, you might get on a night out?
No, we're really curious. This is a world that we don't know. Maybe we'll start doing it. Wear one around your neck as a necklace, just for emergencies only.
Somebody's texted in here saying, as I drive into work, I'm looking at a roll of emergency toilet paper in my centre console.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like the car console is similar to the magician's handbag kind of thing. You have so many weird things in there.
Yeah.
Got this one.
I mean, again, with the car console, though, do you take it with you or do you leave it in the car? Because it seems a bit redundant if you leave it in the car.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like, once again, a whole nother world.
Yeah.
A whole nother world I don't understand just yet. So
Something we're new to.
Investigating. Got this on here. Good morning. I always keep a spare roll of TP on me wherever I go. You never know when it may come handy for a tissue or an emergency from Nat. Cheers.
Cheers for getting involved in that. Got another text here. Boys, this is life-changing. I always make sure my partner puts a roll in her bag for me. Got the nice quilted stuff, so I never have to worry about pub toilet paper from George.
Yeah, you know what? Pub toilet paper can be a bit thin, a bit disastrously sometimes.
Thin, rough, yeah.
Got this one. Always got a spare roll for when I go camping. Have been stuck using a leaf before. Was not pretty. Jeez.
Too much information, mate. Hey, we've got Nathan from Mansfield Park on the line. Nath, good morning to you, mate. Do you bring your own toilet paper where you go?
Yeah, I keep one in the work truck because job sites, the portaloos never have toilet paper in them.
Yeah.
And sometimes a servo in a truck, it's a pain in the arse trying to park.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, Nathan, is there plenty of other people at your work that do this as well? They all bring their own toilet paper, or you're the only innovator?
Oh, not too sure, to be honest with you. It has a bit in experience. It has saved me before, so it's definitely worth it.
I do wonder what the interactions between the boss and apprentices are. Like, you got your drill, yes. Chisel, yes. Toilet paper,
it's on the tool belt, ready to go.
Chuck it in the bag.
Good on you, Nate. Thanks for getting involved, mate. We appreciate it.
All good, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Plenty more people getting involved on the text line. Callum More texts coming through right now. Somebody says they keep heaps in my drawer at my office. Lol, that's also me secretly taking a roll here and there, ready to take it home.
Jeez.
Why is it every workplace I've been at, there's one person that takes toilet paper from the workplace?
But how about this person playing the risk of leaving it in their drawers? As soon as you steal the toilet paper from your work, run away with it. You're taking that home ASAP.
Hopefully they keep that drawer locked.
Tom, when you make a joke around the office that doesn't land, you kind of sit and stew on it for a while. You think, what went wrong? What I could have done better? But it's even worse when you make the joke to your boss.
Oh, God.
And this was a case of, right, so I'm downstairs in like the den here. You know, the downstairs bit of fresh, there's a computer there.
You mean Studio 2?
Yeah. But like I'm in Studio 2.
Callum, better known as Callum's Den.
Yeah. Got a new sign up, a little plaque.
Yeah.
But there's a computer there and I'm about to get stuck into some work.
Sure.
And then our boss, our big boss here.
What were you doing?
Oh, I was like getting ready for it.
Watching YouTube.
Yeah. Eating lunch, YouTube, the usual.
Yeah. Standard stuff.
But I'm standing there and our big boss comes around and not only is it just him, but he's come with 4 other people here that are in managerial positions.
Right, so the corporate fat cat and his cronies have walked in on you.
They've walked in with their golden baseball bats, ready to intimidate me. And then they've all come in as a group. They're getting ready to do like a manager's meeting.
Sure.
And they come up to me, and then our big boss, he goes to make a gag, and he says, "All right, let's all stand around and see what Callum does." Like trying to say like, let's just watch him and make me feel awkward, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And then I go to make a joke, right? And I say, "Oh, this is what I'm getting up to." And I go to walk over to my computer, but as I do, I put my finger up my nose as if I'm picking it. And I'm thinking, this is the gag, right? That all I do is pick my nose.
Right.
And I've got it wedged up there. And I start walking around with it for like 3 seconds. And then I pull it out and then I have a laugh. They go off. And then it was one of those I just sat there and I thought, do you reckon they actually thought I was picking my nose and that wasn't a part of the bit? Like they've all gone to the manager's meeting just sitting down and being like, I get the joke afterwards, but was he actually picking his nose on purpose? Because that's what it looked like.
I had a joke actually that didn't land with the corporate fat cat the other week as well. He came in and he wasn't in the best mood. He kind of gave us all a spraying.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be funny if I went and got him a Snickers bar.
You're not you when you're hungry.
I gave him the Snickers bar and said, "Mate, you're not you when you're hungry." He glanced at the bar, looked at me, and he stared through my soul.
The Snickers gag, good gag, but has to be on the right person.
Didn't. So we're both making jokes that aren't landing. Oh God, there goes our careers.
We need to get back to the writing room.
Callum, it's only natural, I think, to spoil your kids when they're a little sick.
Yep.
Right, especially when they're younger. They're sick. You want to just give the world to them.
How is little Jeremy going? Going well?
No, I am talking about my dog, Bentley. He's been under the weather the last week.
Yep. He has been. You've been dropping little bits of information. You come into work and you say, "Oh, he's feeling this way. He's got a bit of a cough." All the usual stuff. So he is a bit under the weather.
Yeah, but it's just getting taken out of hand. So he's a little bit sick, as in he's nothing's really that wrong with him. He's just a bit lethargic and chilling out.
Right.
He's not as crazy about food for the last week,
Yeah, you did tell me he's still got a fascination with the food enough that he would crawl over and look up at you and, want to get it.
Yeah, but he just couldn't. And now things are getting out of hand in my household, right? So not only does he have his own seat at the dinner table, but now because of his sickness, he can't manage to jump up on the seat or even the couch.
Right, okay.
So my mum has gone and bought him a little staircase.
He's got a staircase?
It is like a plush staircase that he can climb up to easily access the couch where he'll sleep and his seat at the dinner table where he can just lay down and hope to get some food from somebody.
Wait, so is it actually a staircase that's intended for dogs?
Yes,
right.
A staircase for dogs. It's like a plush one, so it's soft on his paws. And on top of that, he's gotten himself a brand new little plush elephant toy as well that he's gotten for being sick. It's like he's gone to the hospital and, he's gotten all these balloons and toys for being under the weather. It's not a serious sickness.
Right.
It's just a little, like, I don't know, like a cold.
I wonder if he knows that he's getting rewards out of this, if it's clocked on in his head, and at
You
some
think he's
point,
milking it?
Yeah, at some point he's going to request a chairlift to be installed on the staircase. Doesn't even have to use his legs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he is milking it. Maybe he's smarter than we all think. But it started to get me to think, wow, this dog is spoiled. Much more spoiled than me or my sister ever were.
We do have the running joke, a bunch of us, and it is barely a joke at this point, that your parents like your dog more than the kids.
It's not even a joke.
Like,
I get told it on the daily. He's the favourite child.
Yeah, they get more incentives. He's getting rewarded more than you and your sister.
Yeah, so I want to open up the phone lines. How spoiled is your animal? Maybe you're the one doing the spoiling. Maybe you're watching from afar like myself. But I mean, everyone spoils their pet a little bit. I want to know, how spoiled is your animal, Adelaide?
Yeah. So my roommate Tamara, who I live with, she's got 2 cats.
Yeah.
They're hers. And continuously I'll come home and I'll see a little addition to what she's bought them online. And it started off with a cat fountain.
A cat fountain? What the hell is that? I thought cats hate water.
Instead of no, it's not for them to like dip in and stuff. It's for them to drink out of, but it just squirts the water out. So it's a bit of a fancy way for them to drink.
Right, like a tap at school.
Sure, yeah. It started
okay.
with that. And then she bought the rain jacket, and one of the cats was going around wearing a rain jacket. I was like, that's unnecessary. He's not even going outside.
Speaking of rain jackets and stuff, yeah, Bentley has like country road jumpers.
That's ridiculous. Country road.
Country road.
And it's actually country road that makes them?
It's actually country road.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got jumpers of them.
That's nuts. I mean, another one as well. I came home, and one of the cats was literally wearing angel wings.
Angel
What
wings.
is going on? I don't
Yeah.
even know if that's spoiling or just really ruining the cat's rep around the streets.
Had a tea party.
Yeah.
Plenty of texts coming through the text line at the moment of spoiled animals. We've got this text here. My dog has a boat that he floats on in our pool. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Geez, steering the ship.
That sounds crazy, right? If it's like, wouldn't the nails just pierce through the
Yeah,
boat?
I don't know. And what if it's got a motor on it or something? Man's driving it around the pool.
Dog's got a sailor's hat and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
We've got this one here. Speaking of your pets eating human food, my husband made a very gourmet steak for our dog Henry. It was his birthday.
Yeah,
wow.
right.
The people doing the pet birthdays and all of that stuff is so interesting.
This one is a bit different. This may seem odd, but I have a pet snake and I knit him little sleeves to rug him up, and I knitted a toy mouse for him. His name is Pedro and is my world.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, aren't snakes like cold-blooded? Wouldn't like
Yeah,
knitting jumpers for them be a bad idea?
I think knitting jumpers for snakes is just weird in general. I don't know if it's a bad idea. It's definitely odd. Still, nonetheless, someone said my fish basically live in the city of Atlantis. Thousands of dollars spent on a lagoon in my backyard.
Wow,
I've seen
yeah.
one of them. Got a friend that has one in their backyard. It's absolutely huge, but it gets so expensive.
Yeah, one of my neighbours had like a pond in their backyard. It's like a koi pond with frogs and everything.
Yeah.
And it's utterly ridiculous. I got another text here. Morning, fellas. The misso loves to spoil our dog. If it's steak night, the dog gets his own steak, cooks med rare, even on a few occasions has been given the better cut than I got.
With a nice dew on the side, you know, a few delicacies. This one here, we full on celebrate my cat's birthday like presents. We sing, and I think he hates it. He even gets a little party hat. Oh, you would not want to be roped into doing a singing chant for your cat.
No, I mean, cats are like probably the one animal, that wouldn't care.
And I feel like
wouldn't
they
want it.
would not like it.
Reminds me, though, of my dog at Christmas time. Of course, he gets presents wrapped, and he somehow knows which presents are his, and he, like, tries to open them the night before.
So he is like a spoiled kid. He definitely has been reincarnated somewhere.
Yeah, he was Dudley Dursley beforehand. Callum, what if I were to tell you one of Australia's biggest bands ever has teamed up with a DJ to remix some of their hottest hits?
Cold Chisel's back in action.
Not quite Cold Chisel. The Wiggles.
Wow, this is huge.
Yeah, right?
Huge movements. I guess the Wiggles really are expanding out and doing, very different things. They did the cover of Elephant, Tame Impala, stuff like that. So they are branching out.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've teamed up with DJ Lenny Pierce, who is actually the brother of Purple Wiggle, John Pierce, and he was a member of Justice Crew.
Right.
But this album came out after DJ Dorothy the Dinosaur. Have you heard about Dorothy DJing?
No.
She popped up and did a surprise set at some Melbourne nightclub.
Well, so got a taste for it at Revs or something, and thought, I don't mind this scene. Actually, I like the party lifestyle. Let's keep DJing.
Yeah, so now they've released an album with their biggest hits, or with all remixes. So that was Big Red Car. We've got a Hot Potato remix as well.
Hot potato, hot potato, 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 potato. Cold spaghetti.
All right, I feel like a few petitions are going to go around fresh now. Have a few of these playing out.
I mean, absolutely. This is just what we need for the next generation of ravers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine growing up with this kind of Wiggles. What a different world we'd be in.
Well, imagine growing up thinking this is the Wiggles and all the original stuff, all the acoustic. Murray with the guitar. Well, Murray wasn't slashing it behind the decks, with strobe lights. That's all I remember him from.
Here, I've got a few more songs for you as well. This one's Row Your Boat. Here it is.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
I don't mind this.
Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Dream, 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 dream.
It goes pretty hard, doesn't
hard.
it?
That's hard. Oh, wait for it.
But a dream.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Bit of filth for you. So the album, if you'd like to hear it, it contains 14 of their biggest hits. It's called the Wiggles Sound System, and you can find it wherever you stream your music. But yeah, they are really branching out into this electronic scene, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, we'll go see him at Tomorrowland soon.
We're the pride of South Australia, and we're known as the Adelaide Crow. We are Geelong, the greatest team of all. The West, red, white, and blue. We're from Tigerland.
Fresh footy tipping on Fresh 92.7. Sponsored by Thirsty Camel.
That's it, Callum. It's another round of footy all done, and our tipping competition is getting very tight, all thanks to Thirsty Camel. For seriously good deals this footy season, shop online or drive through your local Camel. And if you are our premiership tipper and finish on top spot, you can take home $1,000, all thanks to Thirsty Camel.
Yes, Tom, it is getting so much tighter at the moment, and I feel like you can't be too complacent or feel too safe in your spots, even if you are at the top of the ladder, because a lot of things are starting to move now, as we have found in our team this week.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did not do well.
I had a look this morning on my phone, and I said some pretty outlandish things verbally.
We will get into where we're sitting very shortly, but first, let's look at some of the games. First game we want to look at is Crows Essendon. Essendon won by 3 points. Although there was a pretty controversial call at the end, that is not the reason why the Crows lost. They missed too many opportunities there, and they have a lot to work on this week. Next game we want to look at is Collingwood taking on Port Adelaide at MCG. Collingwood absolutely thumped Port. Did not see that one coming. They won by 42 points.
Yeah, took me by surprise on that one. Hopefully we get them next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just to look at the ladder, the only team that remains undefeated after this round is Geelong Cats. They have made all 6 wins, with Sydney and GWS and Carlton all on 5 and 1 loss. Of course, West Coast got another win.
How was that? West Coast?
Back-to-back winners. Harley Reid absolutely taking the piss, if you ask me, out of Fremantle. 3 goals, 19 disposals.
Yeah.
Absolutely crushed it in the derby. And then North Melbourne is the only team to have not won a game yet. Lost all 6 thus far.
Yeah, so a few interesting twists and turns in this round.
Now, to look at where all us presenters are sitting, Taylor Fiorworte is sitting in number 1 spot out of the 3 of us. She's sitting on a 186th spot on 34 points. Then you've got you and I on 249th spot on 33 points. And then Kale and Mags are sitting 299 on 32 points. They're the only ones to have moved up out of us.
Right, okay.
So we got 2 tips correct this week. What happened, mate?
Yeah, there was a few little blunders. Played the risk on a few of them, but I had a look at like I said, I had a look at the phone this morning and I thought, what the hell happened? So hopefully we bring it back next week. But yeah, it was just a bit of a bit of a dicey round.
Yeah, well, it's starting to look like a lot of our Fresh fam are much better tippers than we are. We had a bit of a blunder round, but it is still early days. It's only round 6. We're going into round 7 this week. To look at our number 1 spot is Choc Sausage, or better known as Pasquale. He's sitting on 40 points in first place at the moment. Then we got Kelly R, or Yes KR, sitting in second spot on 39, and she is tied with Geelong 03, Paul Grasso, Dennis WD. That is the top 5 at the moment, and that is 40 points to the first place, and the rest all sitting on 39. But it is tight up towards that end of the ladder.
Wow, I would like to get a read on what Choc Sausage looks like if we can meet this person. But good on to them. Hopefully you guys can win an awesome prize at the end of all of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Pasquale, who's sitting in top spot. It is not too late to join the footy tipping competition. You can find the link on our website at fresh927.com.au. And it is getting tight.
Yeah, it can't get even if you join late, it can't get much worse than this round. So
I mean, we're only 8 points behind first place. We could still bring this back.
Yeah, we can.
We just need
Still
a few really good rounds.
Plenty more rounds to do. Yeah.
You're with Tom Callum. That is the Fresh 927 footy tipping competition. How it stands at the moment. Remember,
Tom, sometimes you look at TV shows and you think, geez, has the actor who plays a certain character wronged one of the script writers because they've been given the worst deck of cards and their character just ends up doing the most stupid, heinous thing?
Yeah. I mean, it is seen in TV shows from time to time, especially long-running TV shows when they seem to run out of content, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And this has come about with a new promo for Neighbours. Obviously, Australian hit TV show Neighbours, been around for 30 plus years. And it's taken to a really interesting avenue in the sense that if you know Dr. Carl, he was with Susan. There is a storyline going on at the moment where there is a person going to the bathroom, number 2s in public around Ramsay Street.
Yeah.
Which is crazy enough that this is happening.
And Neighbours just posted this promo to their Instagram.
Oh, no!
What's wrong?
Oh, chain's loose.
Oh, again?
Yeah. That's all right. You keep going.
Well, let me see.
No, it's all right. I'll fix it. It's not as though you're an experienced bike mechanic, are you? As long as I'm faster than you, I can catch up.
I didn't realise I was dealing with a leading expert.
Yeah. You know the way?
I'll work it out.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Enjoy.
So
then he proceeds to run away from his bike into what appears to be some bushes.
Yep, so that is Dr. Carl swaying this girl off the scent. Excuse that. But swaying her off and making her go down the bike path so he can go in the bushes alone separately. And it has revealed that he is the serial pooper around Ramsay Street.
Well, that is what the caption for this Instagram promo post says. Could Carl really be the serial pooper?
What the hell is going on? And what has he done to piss off the writers where they imagine getting the script for that one?
Yeah,
and
they're like,
Carl,
what the hell?
Carl, after all these years, your character's been a pretty all right bloke, being a doctor and stuff like that. Now you're a guy who defecates in public. It's absolutely crazy.
I mean, it could just be, to throw people off the scent.
Yeah.
And because, maybe he's doing something else in the bushes.
Yeah, it's taking away from some other terrible act. Harold Bishop loves spark plugs on the nipples.
No one's ever done anything normal in bushes, have they?